cross-court pass stolen by Jordan. Michael Jordan takes it coast to coast. Woo!
That's greatness. You know, I mean, he was now the best player.
You're hungry or you full yet?
No, you feel yourself getting full because each time that you win, it takes away a little bit of that hunger, you know, which is a challenge within itself. You know, it's a battle within your mind to find a challenge to go to that same place that you've been 5 times before, you know, and that's hard. You know, when people say, well, the first one was the hardest, no. The last one's the hardest because you're battling with yourself. You know, the thing that I remember the most about my father, but the thing that I do remember all the time, you know, I think about him practically every day, is for a person like myself who live in the spotlight and is so critical, you know, from people all the time in terms of what I do, what I say, you know, where I go. The thing he's always said, take a pause before you make a decision and say, what if? And the purpose for saying what if is that whatever decision you make, always either going to have consequences, either pros and cons. People are watching, you know, people are learning, people are paying attention. And, you know, the best news in today that sells is negative news.
That's what other reporters want.
I know. And not that I live in a box to where I'm afraid to do things. I know that, you know, as my father says, the what if comment is to be able to deal with the consequences of what decisions you make. And you think about that. If you think about the consequences, pro or con, you make the right decisions that you feel is the right decision. Now, all the decisions I made, other people may view to be not the right decisions from their perspective. But for me to go play baseball, and everybody says, oh, it was a failed opportunity to play baseball. You know, that's what they think. For me, it was the best thing that could have happened for me because it allowed me to go back to the game with a stronger passion. So when we won those championships and we went through those things mattered to me far greater than what I did in 91, 92, 93. People don't see that, and people will never understand that to be success. You know, all they think about, well, he batted 202, you know, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. You know, but the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything, you know. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail. As soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change. You know, disappointment to me, to win, you got to lose. To be successful, you got to have something that's not successful. To be happy, you got to have disappointment. So I think all of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am and understand the benefits and the privileges I have for being who I am, you know, and not to wear it on my sleeve, be very humble about it. That's one thing my parents taught me very well is, you know, don't wear your reputation, don't wear your accolades, don't wear your, you know, your personality on your sleeve. Let it happen, let it be you. It is who you are. Don't hide from it, but don't wear it and rub it in people's face. And so I say that to understand that, you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't wear it, I don't showcase it. I don't rub it in other people's faces. Someone else's opinion. If you ask me, I can never give you an opinion about things like that because as an athlete, all you want to do is be the best athlete you can be. If I can really elaborate on why I said myself more so than another athlete is that because a lot of times I had to battle with myself to keep challenging myself. You know, that to me was why I would say that the biggest battle was myself, because when you get to a certain pinnacle, you got to find some ways to keep going out there for 82 games.
3, that's enough, isn't it?
Enough for you?
No, for you.
No, it's never enough. It's
Okay.
never enough as long as you compete. You know, it's always great to win. That's why you compete.
Okay.